playoff for the Div 2 between East Coast Roller Derby and the Northern Brisbane Rollers.
Alrighty, now we've got the first jam already started with a lead with MBR, Team Phoenix. Seeing number 32 there, Ellie, taking the lead.
Up against the white jammer who is 1-3 Hell's Angel for East Coast Roller Derby, formerly known as East Coast Derby Dogs.
And we've seen a cheeky step up, the first one of the game, and now very first jam, so this should be an interesting game ahead. 6 points in call there for MBR. It's not a good race to give it a chance to score any points.
So we have 666 Ham Schlapp actually wearing a Noisy's jersey as they forgot their white jersey today.
They just happen to have a friend with the same number?
No, unfortunately Noisy is actually part of their bench crew, and luckily they brought their jersey.
Fantastic. I am appreciating some gold sparkly hats as well. That will give them the extra gumption they need to get out in front of that pack.
Fun fact, Rogue Trooper bought 100 of those on eBay by accident.
Wow, okay, I am going to give Rogue Trooper after this game to see if they are selling them at a discount price.
They do, they have a box full of them in their car.
Oh, I'm so glad I learned that fact. Okay, in the meantime, we've got another big jam from MBR. Out the front, they're steaming towards some more points as the pack gathers at the apex. And noisy, not noisy.
Ham Schlapp.
Slaps to the ground there as MBR's defense proves a little difficult to pass this time around. Trace trying to do a chase up the front, didn't quite catch the jammer at the time. And around some points.
So we apologise as per normal. Track 2 does not have an overlay, but we will try to keep you updated on the score as it happens.
So currently we are at 12 points for Rollers and 0 East Coast Roller Derby.
Big pack right there on the straight. Ham Schlapp putting the star back on their head to chase down Dash. Dash just calling off the jam before Ham Schlapp could score any sneaky points.
However, does manage to score 11 points for the team MBR for doing so.
Rogue Trooper lining up against, I can't quite see who that is with all that luscious hair hanging down the back of their jersey. I believe it's BB Skate.
Another advertisement for the delicious really short we earlier mentioned.
Yes. There is also a mermaid colour, which is like a blue and a green.
Rogue Trader trying to get through that long wall of 4 blockers and still pushing through, so obviously giving him a red and in the meantime we have seen India out the front again with another lead jam, this time from BB Skate.
There is going to be a pack advantage for Northern Brisbane Rollers in the black, with 2 East Coast blockers currently sitting in the sin bin.
As disappointing start to a jam where they East Coast do not yet have but I never say never because still a jamming can happen just once.
Hell's Angel taking a big run up on the pack. Hell's Angel is a self-confessed rink rat from way back.
Yeah, and actually, she's through those jammers and doing a great job of separating as well. It's hard when you're in that tripod, but if you can get the movement separated, and you've seen MBR's jammer scoot around on that inside and still
So we've got just under 25 minutes left in this jam. I mean, in this half, oh my gosh, a 25-minute jam. Could you imagine?
Oh, you said 25 minutes.
Yeah, I did. I misspoke. 25, just under 25 minutes left in this half. With 666, which is actually Ham Schlapp wearing Noisy's jersey, hopefully giving her some noisy. That was a bit of a noisy bean dip there.
A beautiful pass on the inside and a clear sweep, obviously from the defence on the net team. They look to bring the very first point on the ball.
And calling it off.
And I believe that does mean
the first 2 points on the board. Yes, for East Coast Derby Dogs East Coast Roller Derby. Sorry, they are a team I have played for before. Putting the first 2 points on the board for themselves in the white. To Northern Brisbane Rollers 27. BB Skate lining up against Rogue Trooper yet again. All the blockers crowding back on that jammer line.
I've seen so many really tight backline starts. I feel like it's a little bit fashion at the moment. That strategy.
A lot of the Div pools have Div 1 pools have used a frontline start with a setback.
That's really weird. I've noticed backline start. I think although that could be there, some of them might have been a Div 2 game.
Rogue Trooper got the lead jammer then, and I believe they hit and quit to get 1 point. Is that jam ref signaling?
Oh no, yeah, that's one little finger up in the air.
It's a bit hard to tell so far away.
Everything's white at that point. Yeah.
So, just so you know, we are actually seeing what you are seeing.
Okay, we have at this point in time 47 points to India and 3 points to East Coast. There is what appears to be some kind of timeout, which we haven't got full information on, but there is the McDonald's YMCA-esque
Gun show must dance.
yeah, all the things happening in the middle from the lovely chaotic K. And a good opportunity now to thank all of our NSOs and refs and officials in general for all the time that they put in over this weekend.
It has been a very long weekend for all of us that have volunteered our time. Been here at 8 a.m, not leaving till 8 p.m.
Well, I think that our cars, my team, are the only ones that have 9-15 stars every single day.
Oh, you are very, very lucky. Very lucky.
At least we're all done. These folks are still slogging it out.
And then we have our grand final coming up after this on the other track.
And that must be one of the last games. Yeah, that's the last game.
That's the last game. This is the last game on this track. So make sure you tune in to the other live feed after this one.
Okay, number 22 for the Northern Brisbane Rollers. That's that. Again
With a power jam start, so I believe that Rogue Trooper must have been sent to the bin for something naughty.
well, not only a power start, but also a pack jam. Look at the bin, they're both been let down, so that's the news for East Coast.
So Rogue Trooper and Whomping Willow both coming out of the bin relatively close together to give everybody back on track to at the same time.
Very strong pack work. Beautiful clear on the outside edge. Beautiful defensive work there.
Both packs working extremely well in their tripods, holding those jammers up.
You can see there, 92. Yeah, she's pretty keen to get that stuff.
We call her Tay-Tay, just so we don't accidentally say a naughty word,
Oh, excellent.
like I have done a few times. And when Tay-Tay does not have a stripe on their head, they have a nice bright orange helmet.
Ah. I get quite distracted by those gold helmets.
Somebody on one of the other teams has a beautiful silver helmet that I am quite mesmerised by. I'm not sure who it is.
I don't know whether to look at the Okay, now that was a 12-point jam for NBR, and of course you know more points in the book. So we've got 39 NBR now, 3 points.
So we have number 1-3 Hell's Angel in the white for East Coast and number 3-2 Ellie in the black for Northern Brisbane Rollers. With one Northern Brisbane Rollers blocker in the bin, will Hell's Angel use the pack advantage, or Ellie snuck through up on that inside line to take lead jammer? So we have Ham Schlapp lining up for the East Coast Roller Derby League. And BB Skate lining up with Ham Schlapp as acting noisy. Pack advantage to East Coast. Will Ham Schlapp be able to use that advantage? Ham Schlapp just making sure she didn't get the cut track there and recycling themselves. Always a good thing to do.
Yes, and I think the refs are really, really got their keen eye on how to game. I've seen a lot of track counts.
Quite a few foul outs due to cut tracks. Ooh, bit of jammer on jammer action.
Love a bit of jammer on jammer action.
Ham Schlapp calling it off though, as they were lead, before any points could be scored. Smart move, stop the bleed. And this is why I don't jam.
Oh, no, neither. I'm saying in a purely hypothetical situation. Okay, that was actually a double donut jam. First one we had, actually.
I believe so.
Okay, on the jam line we've got 22 Dash for NBR and Road Trooper number 27 for East Coast. And almost getting pushed to the ground with the strength of that tripod from NBR.
Fun fact, Road Trooper is not actually a jammer.
Oh, okay.
They have been thrown into jam this weekend.
They've done an amazing job. I actually commentated the weekend they played. And as we say that, pushing out of the pack a little bit behind the other out nonetheless. Wait. Before they can get to the pack. And it will add a backup double donut.
So we have 17 and a half minutes left in this half.
And all I can think about is donuts now, because what we do here as volunteers and as players is we stay at this track, or we stay at this venue all day, and we play derby, we watch derby, we commentate derby, and we don't eat a lot, so donuts at the moment sound really great.
And there's not even a donut shop anywhere near this venue. I googled it.
So an early panty pass there.
So that has gone to Frostay-Miart, or Tay-Tay, number 9-2. But it has been pulled off by NBR before they were coming in to score any more points.
And because they did that star pass so early, it actually invalidated that team getting the star pass.
That's right.
And anyone who's watching who doesn't understand, that person got out of the pack first, and you get me, because you can't when you take a star pass.
That's correct.
And NBR got that up,
so we have Ham Schlapp lining up against Ellie. And White.
Bit of whistle bleed there from the other track.
That's right. So White has called a timeout. I believe it was White. Yes, Chaotic K is doing the T and pointing to the white bench. So the white is East Coast. And teams are allowed to call so many timeouts in a half.
Yeah, but this one was a white timeout. Yeah.
Sorry, they are awesome shorts and they are two ways. will change two ways.
Going both ways. The favourite pastime for many people in the derby, I believe.
Always, inside, outside, up the middle,
Inside and outside.
beam dip around. That's what we do.
Also appreciating these.
I think we all come to roller derby so we can dress fancy.
Or admire other teams that can dress fancy and your team makes you wear black.
Yes, I have been on a team like that. You must wear black leggings, and then we were very disappointed. So the next year we didn't bring up a uniform, so we could all just wear our fancy pants.
I love that. Rebelling against the man.
Then we brought the man bright pink pants, and he wore them.
Alright, on the camera line we have number 32, Ellie for NBR. A quick lead from Ellie there. And slap at the back, still fighting their way through.
Hamschlap has taken off the panty. Are they looking to star pass, or are they doing a stash and dash?
And slap is normally a jam.
Trooper, yes. Road Trooper is actually usually their pivot, actually. Some practice. Hell's Angel is not actually a blocker.
Well, I mean,
They are now.
Right now they are, well, they're on the ground, but
That was by the looks Frosty Bitch, but Hell's Angel is actually out there as a blocker, which is a very unusual position for them to be in. But they are actually good at it. And so if you ever see them in real life, remind them of that.
yes, please, if you ever see any derby player in real life, remind them that they're good at what they do. It's so hard to remember out there on the track. Especially on a day like today where we've got a final taking place, a bronze final for Division 2, to be exact, Top Cup 2022. First Top Cup after a couple of years break.
That's right. The spicy thing got Derby stopped all over the
Now
place.
they're just as spicy on track, but in all the good ways.
All the good ways.
Okay, well, yeah, oh, that was a huge jam from NBR. It's actually 19 points. Is that the biggest jam we may have seen?
So far, I believe it could be.
So now NBR is sitting at 16 and supposed to get rid of that 3-point mark.
So Rogue Trooper up against BB Gun. BB
Beautiful
Skate,
work from
sorry.
Rogue there, pushing through with all their might to get a not only lead but a penalty on one of their blockers.
So we have two Northern Brisbane Rollers blockers in the bin with one East Coast blocker in the bin.
Quite common on the final day of the derby to have a pretty penalty-heavy game. So I think we'll be seeing quite a bit of penalty during this time.
Fun fact, Rogue Trooper is actually the president of the Guild of Roller Derby, from which I hail.
Which one, sorry?
The Guild of Roller Derby. We are based in Ipswich. Ipswich, Queensland.
Is that a league name?
It is a league.
I'm not from around here, so this is all new to me.
I believe it may be a broken skate.
Okay, so you can't see this on your feed, but to the right, just near the first turn, there were some people from East Coast on their knees looking for something, maybe a skate park. But it hasn't yet stopped the game, so we have lined up Los Angeles to East Coast and Dash for NBR. And hopefully that's issue. Otherwise we might see a wheel fly off.
Let's hope not. Skating on 8 wheels is hard enough, let alone 7 or 6.
And moving around the outside, Grace proving no position for the last wall of defence as dashes.
And Hell's Angel is about half a lap behind.
Yep, a quick outing from the that is called straight away in order for NBR not to let them get that 3-point mark.
Just waiting for the points board to be updated so we can update you. East Coast roller derby in the white, still sitting on the 7, with Northern Brisbane Rollers in the black on 64. Northern Brisbane Rollers have called a team time out. Chaotic K doing a tiny T on the pivot line and pointing to the black bench.
She may, like the rest of us, be feeling absolutely no strength in any limbs of the body.
Chaotic K has been NSOing and commentating this weekend, so she has been all over the place, all weekend long.
So her voice and her arms will be extremely weathered.
Caffeine may be an essential part of her life now.
I do appreciate Kay and all the other people who have put in a little bit of extra effort for our Tropicarnage theme. You know, I guess it's the rainforest, it's the tropical nature of Queensland that people are going for. So we also can't see the benches for NBR, but it's a matching top and bottom.
It is a beautiful ensemble.
Like your uncle, you kind of embarrassing
A lot of our spectators have also donned on the tropical theme to come down today.
Yeah, actually looking over to my left, we've got 4 people matching Hawaii. Okay, so I slightly look forward there because I saw Ellie from NBR just kind of lift their leg up and get in the air as they try to get past that pack. In the meantime, with all that jostling, we saw another off the line, essentially star pass to
Tay Tay.
Yeah, from the East Coast. They're obviously willing to run it alone, and they'd be happy with
Tay Tay just tripping herself there.
It kind of looked like Tay Tay just fell from that other jammer, but I think it's
I've been told the tracks are both slippy and groupy this weekend.
They definitely have been on the track.
It seems like NBR wants to run this jam out as they do have lead because of that star pass.
Managing to pull Tay Tay back all the way to the back of the pack and ensuring that there's as the first loses a blocker to the penalty box.
I believe that is Luscious Lucy. She was actually ill yesterday. She had to sit out her last game last night, so she has returned fresh and bright this morning just to play for this game.
Must be why there's an extra. So adrenaline's amazing.
It is an amazing thing.
I really didn't know how to play the game today, and then once you just get on that track, you know the right place to be. Either here at roller derby or somewhere medically related.
Or at the bottom of a Red Bull can.
Yes, that'll be handy. Okay, so that was actually a 15-point jam for NBR and 8 points for East Coast. We've got double digits now, 50 to 79 NBR.
Sorry about the whistle bleed from the other track. It's a bit hard to tell our whistles from their whistles.
Whistle bleed is a term that I've known to be
I learnt about it listening to the commentary from the Great Southern Slam, actually.
And like the Great Southern Slam, it's great to all come together once again, especially people from out of state, other places.
So Road Trooper actually has a power jam right now. I'm unsure what strategy is here with East Coast holding a blocker at the front.
But regardless, another beautiful
Star pass. But this will be a full 2-minute jam, as there cannot be any lead jammer.
And I think that sort of exasperated smile with the ticketing of all the 2-minute jams that Tay has been consistently granted.
And Tay, in her own words, does not like jamming, but she is a beautiful pivot. She is powerful.
She's taking it in stride to do that. Normally, they're puppy. She put that smile. Bit of a...
Paid me like one of your French girls.
And pushing one by one looks like it might be one of Tay-Tay's favourite things to do.
Tay has a lot of power in those legs.
I can feel that, even though I'm not familiar with these teams that much. I don't know why Tay-Tay really likes them.
Beautiful at spreading out a pack. So at the end of that jam, it was an 8-15 jam. That was great scoring by both teams. 23-94 with Northern Brisbane Rollers in the lead. We have BB Skate against Hell's Angel. Hell's Angel yelling at her team, do something. I'm sure that's what it was.
Oh yeah.
That's what she usually yells on track, do something.
Well, as an offense, that's vaguely terrifyingly
Hell's Angel found some sort of gap on that inside line, and she took it.
Have lost the blocker to the bin as Hell's Angel is back there.
When I met Hell's Angel many years ago when I first started my derby career, they never actually had toe stops on their skates. I am unsure. By choice.
Oh, maybe they were
I believe they used to be a speed skater way back when they were a spring chicken. A few of our skaters at the Guild of Roller Derby actually skate without toe stops, and they are amazing.
Not that I've noticed anyway.
Preferably not looking at feet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that was a pretty low scoring jam to begin with. However, it was a winning jam, 6 points over 3 for East Coast. That brings them up to 29, the 97 NPR.
So Bluey against Ham Schlapp.
Is this the first time
I believe so.
as Ham Schlapp for that pack with
Gracie just taking out Bluey there.
Gracie ever noticed that he's one who does love a good chase out.
And she is brilliant at just yielding them all the way back to the end of that engagement zone.
And a pretty obvious desire to do a star pass at this point has been executed as 7:07. It's pretty gone. Unsuccessfully exits the pack and
With a cut track. Yes. So it has been it is now a power jam to Ham Schlapp.
Who is the lead jammer anyway, so she has control of it.
As they came around, Ham Schlapp did look to her bench for what to do.
As a good jammer should do.
This is why I don't jam, because I don't listen to people.
It's not a problem with authority. Maybe jamming is
I stand on track and I do what my jammer wants me to do. Usually do something.
as we've been yammering away, he has listened to that bench and followed off while the jammer is outstanding. And that was 10-0 jam.
So giving Rogue Trooper a power jam start. Rogue Trooper is actually my Derby husband.
So you're
I'm a little bit biased.
neutral as a commentator, but also secretly part of everything that they're doing, including this beautiful move out of the pack, another lead.
I am very passionate about all Derby. I love picking up new skills from all the teams and thinking, oh, I wish I could do that. Currently broken leg, can't do anything.
Yeah, you're just kind of making it all up in your head. Yep,
That's
and that was beautiful. Step over a down skater for road skater, just kind of hockey.
They actually used to play ice hockey.
Well, that makes sense. Because you don't want to make a good clearance over anyone in ice hockey. Yeah, because I just have horrible things.
And blades.
A very slow-moving game at this point, with both packs just knuckling down on Jammer from NBR now out of box. Something miscellaneous on the track there. Hopefully it's not too important. It's just safety here. Like that's important.
No, safety. What's that?
No graphic stuff. That's important.
Seeing? Who needs to see? I have played a game blind.
You got someone run over them the other fast start.
I've played a game blind. I've had contacts fall out on the track. Ooh, bit of a pile up. Unfortunately, you can only just see the edge of that. But Rogue Trooper finding his way out to the front of the pack and calling it off.
But a good little butt chase right to the edge by aerial attack on the defense for NBR, ensuring that Rogue Trooper.
Okay, it is, I believe it was the front of somebody's kneecap. The hard cap off the knee pads.
The most common thing to fall off.
And I think that's why most of us have electrical tape in our kit bags to tape them back on. So I believe that was Elle running up the inside while Hell's Angels getting stuck on that 2-wall on the outside. And there is one blocker from each team still in the bin. Both are standing.
Just 1 minute left in this first half. We are looking at 109 for NBR.
Okay, there looked like there was a bit of confusion there whether that was our 4 whistles or the 4 whistles from the other track. So all players just stood still and waited for a confirmation from the refs, which is a good thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just power on until you definitely hear it, and sometimes everyone kind of freezes.
Better than getting a out of play penalty. So it looks like we have Dash lining up against Ham Schlapp, while we have an official timeout with official
In the meantime,
NFL.
crept up a few more points there from the last gen. Now it's again 1.
And we have less than a minute left in this half.
Positively draining away in front of our eyes. Who will be our third place getter? Will it be NBR? NBR certainly put in a good showing in the first half. If they can bring this point differential in one half, then East Coast can take it back in the second. Oh, and as we say that, East Coast do get out of the pack pretty soon after NBR.
But Dash made the dash straight through the pack and got the lead and has called it.
Frantic call as their hips were entwined with all the East Coast blockers that packed up around that apex.
And if nobody calls a timeout, that will be our intermission rolling whistle.
Okay. say a half time. That might have just been a very exciting.
No, I believe that was Chaotic K because I believe they are running off to get a drink or a bathroom break.
Yes, and they definitely wouldn't do that if they were officiating. So we'll be back in less than 15 minutes. I need to make a call. Very well, so starting again once again. East Coast Roller Derby versus Northern Brisbane Rollers. We are starting the second half with a fairly convincing lead, but not unchangeable from Northern Brisbane Rollers. 115 to 50 for East Coast.
So we had Ellie 3-2 in the black lining up from NBR with Hell's Angel 1-3 in the white for East Coast.
And a nice long run up looking like Hell's Angel's plan. As the pack sets fairly far away at the top of that pivot line.
I thought there was going to be a sub back there, but they both let the Gems run up to them.
Ooh, and a beautiful hop, skip and a jump from Ellie on the inside to get that first lead jam for the second half.
There has been a white blocker sent to the bin. Hell's Angel being recycled back.
Enough time to get that East Coast blocker back into the pack. And we have one East Coast blocker standing looking to re-enter, and a beautiful...
There has been a star pass to Grace.
Sophie, number 24 from East Coast, doing some stellar defense in that jam.
We have a clear penalty box that will be a full track 5-on-5.
Looks like Road Trooper was actually drawing war stripes on their bottom at the beginning of this jam.
They probably were. Anything to build up that strength and courage to come up against this NBR team, I think.
Yeah, they've been giving them a right big warning. Speaking of which, I was about to say Road Trooper, well, we did get the lead momentarily and then went straight to the lead and that will mean that this jam goes to 2 minutes.
No, I believe it has been called off due to injury.
Where are we injured?
I believe the backlog the Trooper has done on a player has made that jam fall dead.
I see now, yes. NBR 07 has been assisted back to the bench. Is it 07?
I believe
707? No,
I believe it
might
might
be
just
can't see
Lucas.
anything, so we're trying to do our best to decipher the action on the right-hand side of the track.
Chaotic K is out there doing her McDonald's gun show YMCA. So it is just an official timeout to assess that injury. A medic has gone over, so everything is under control.
A perfect time to shout out to our medics for doing amazing work this weekend, always being on call for us when we have something minor, something major, just something to chat about medically related.
They even just have tissues if you get over emotional.
Oh, bless them. They've been to Derby before.
They have. Luckily, there has not been too many major injuries. I believe there has only been one major injury this weekend.
I've seen a couple of, strap things and, sling things, but everyone's still got smiles on their faces largely, so... They're a bit of bopping on the track at the moment as Sandstorm comes on in the distance. I'm not sure if you're aware of what music's been playing behind our voices.
Yeah, Numero Uno and I spent a few hours trying to make a well-diverse Spotify playlist for the weekend.
For all the music.
And then we got told, we can't add to this. We kind of then felt defeated.
But it's always good. I like to see a bit of movement, a bit of dancing on the track. It means that people are still having a good time.
I tried to think, can we keep our players warm while official reviews are happening?
Yeah. I mean, when I was commentating on the other track yesterday, I was scrolling through somebody's phone who had that playlist, and there was a lot of 90s old rock on there. loving, but Sandstorm.
I was asked to add that one by a old school skater.
Name unmentioned. So this is a timeout still ongoing as the officials walked over to the NSO bench, the lovely people who are keeping score, making sure that our projector is showing an accurate time and score and jam points. We have had some technical difficulties over this weekend, but thankfully they have been fixed now, so it's all pretty smooth sailing, except for the odd discussion about an actual derby-related penalty.
Trooper has been substituted in the box, so I'm unsure what has happened.
Yes, they've replaced Trooper with Cam Schlapp in that box. As the music gets a bit more intense, the skaters hark back to their days in the club, 2000. Okay, starting with a power jam for NBR as the NBR blockers hold back to ensure that that pack is broken as soon as possible for that jammer, and it is. As they pull it back, it's a bit of an old school style there. I see that too often. Not much opposition there as a big run-up proves perfect for Dash to get through that pack. And it seems like we're sort of going backwards at the moment. We haven't really gained any ground. And this is the second half.
Rumpy told me this is called backwards derby.
Backwards skating.
Backwards derby, because you're playing it backwards.
I mean, it's a suitable name, not very original. For something a bit more sensitive. Can't have it all. A few hits passed, I believe, by Cam Schlapp. Another miscellaneous cover for a safety gear on the ground. And
I believe it might be another knee cover.
Maybe it's the same one. Who knows? Dash giving some grief to 2005. Luscious Lucy, East Coast. And a 4-point pass again there for Dash, leading to a 12-point overall jam for Dash, 0 points for East Coast.
So we have BB skate number 8 for Northern Brisbane Rollers, lining up against Hell's Angel number 1-3 in the white for East Coast Roller Derby. Both packs putting up a strong wall. Hell's Angel getting stuck right at the top of that pack there.
And after a bit of argy-bargy at the apex, we have Hell's Angels out as lead jammer.
BB Skate also getting stuck right on the apex.
Beautiful defense work from East Coast at this point. Just one person holding back at the moment. That's Luscious Lucy doing a fantastic front blocking job. As Hell's Angels passes through, earns a few more valuable points to East Coast total.
Coming around the apex, Hell's Angel just giving a nod to a bench to acknowledge, yes, I've heard you, yes, I heard what you said. BB Skate coming around picking up 4 points of their own.
It being a lead jam for East Coast, and they're still not calling it because they're wanting to run this one and see what they can get. As I say that, the jam is called off. That was pretty long though, that jam was still there. Pushing that one out. A new jammer on the line for East Coast, often seen as their pivot. We have Grace, number 30 for East Coast, and 32, Ellie for NBR. A familiar face in the jam line for this game.
Grace taking a bit of a run up there.
She does love a run up, what I've seen in every star pass I've witnessed.
Great,
And
wow.
Hustle, beautiful hustle. gets Grace. I think that Grace is one of those people who might not like jamming all the time because she's great every time she does it. So they must have
Surprise jammer!
I don't know. Are you more familiar with Grace?
I'm pre-COVID East Coast team. This is post-COVID East Coast team.
Alrighty, so while that was a short jam, it was a valuable one for East Coast, 4 points to 0, leading their total 62.
Just a tad over 23 minutes left in this game, and this is the third place playoff. So for the bronze, we have Ham Schlapp lining up against Louis. Ham Schlapp coming up against a strong wall there. Ham Schlapp did get out, tripped herself, got up, dusted off, and has run away with the lead.
What was that, 3 leads in a row or something similar for East Coast? They're really up to their game at the moment.
They must have had a bit of a pep talk at half time. Or had a few orange slices, or a few chocolate bars.
Netball, come on.
I can change into chocolate bars.
Yes, exactly. Caramello koalas.
Ham Schlapp looking at her bench.
Keen to call it off, I think, but not yet ready according to the bench. And then we are escaped through that basically massive dimming. And Ham Schlapp needs another 4 points.
Ham Schlapp looking at her bench, a little bit puzzled there.
A beautiful catch at the top there. Is that right?
That was Tay Tay.
That was a Tay Tay catch.
I think I've learned the Thai catches now. I think that's Tay Tay.
Because you see there's a 192 and a 92. So
yes, 192 is Fred. That is their backup number. When they transferred over to East Coast, they added a 1 in front of their 92 as Tay Tay already had 92.
Down the line, we've got Dash and NDR for East Coast. The Jammers are on a pretty good rotation at the moment, every second jam. And on Monday, the third day of the tournament, that is business. Beautiful outside line by Dash, gets a quick first pass and doesn't allow for any points on the board for April and East Coast.
So East Coast in the white, sitting on the 70, and NBR in the black, sitting on the 154. So we have Grace lining up for East Coast with BB Skate lining up for NBR. Bit of a friendly hello, how you going? I believe a team timeout has been called. No, sorry, an official review. Because we have the O official being pointed to which bench, Chaotic K?
So it appears that Noisy's doing a lot of talking and indicating, so I would assume that East Coast is doing the official review.
And Noisy knows.
Yes. I will say that I'm only slightly disappointed that Noisy didn't play this weekend because I was almost killed last time. I thought I could bash into them from the waist.
No.
I was unfamiliar with Noisy as a player, and I got familiar pretty quickly at that point.
I have a strategy when I skate up towards Noisy. I scream, "I'm little, don't kill me," and they stop.
Oh, awesome.
And now they laugh at me and do a second way. I love Noisy. Noisy is one of my friends of friends now.
So they benching because they used to be with your league?
Noisy's mum is actually Fred. Fred is Noisy's mum.
That's so cute. We didn't have a lot of multi-generational Derby families in VRDL when I played there for many years. I've recently moved up and joined Card, and they have this beautiful mum and sons, and daughters, or like several of them, actually playing in the same sessions, and it's
beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
So
except when their teenage sons get so strong that
they beat mum.
Well, beat us all.
So Noisy does actually help coach East Coast as well. They are one of the coaches.
Awesome. Where is East Coast based?
East Coast is usually based at Runaway Bay, so not too far away from here.
Oh, nice. And is this, how many teams is East Coast?
East Coast only has one team.
Yeah. Okay.
So East Coast and the Guild of Roller Derby are sibling leagues. We quite often support each other.
That's sweet. Has been a generally supportive environment here at Tropicarnage 2022.
Grace just zigzagged and through the pack.
And I like that she's fairly often, almost always, has a smile on her face.
And BB Skate coming up pretty quick on the pack. Grace looking to catch some points and pulling it off.
Might have done a cheeky, she's got 3 points for that last pass. Shrugs and says, that was alright. I disagree, that was fantastic.
Any points are good points.
Yeah, she's so quick on her feet. And also a killer blocker, so...
It's good to have some all-rounders in the team.
They're called, triple, quadruple threats sometimes.
So we have Ham Slap lining up with Ellie. Ooh, Ham Slap finding that outside line. It was just left wide open.
And just 20 minutes left in this game. Things starting to...
Ellie's got through the pack too now.
A big stop by
Hand Slap pulling it off, but I believe Ellie made it through. She did.
1-4 against the lead jammer. Sucks when that happens. It's all about timing, really. But a truly solid wall that Ham Slap came up against. I can't see their number, they're facing me, but jammer from India, the blocker from India, just stood there, solid as a rock.
So we have Hell's Angel lining up against Dash. Both agile jammers.
Dash managing to move them around so much that they forgot that they were a tripod, and
Hell's Angel broke through though in that chaotic mess.
Yeah.
I think Hell's Angel thrives on the chaos.
Yeah, and it's always astounding how the jammers can pick those holes when so many humans are being flung around in one giant attack.
So Hell's Angel hits and quits, and Dash manages to pick up.
She's stoked about those 4 points.
Absolutely.
Living for 4 fingers.
I will tell her that later.
She'll be able to see it on the live feed. And speaking of which, if you know anyone who's going to miss this, then head to the Tropicarnage Facebook page, where I believe the links for all the live streams will be posted. If they haven't been posted already, they will be posted at some point, and you and your teammates and your friends and family can watch the game in
future.
Yes.
In the future.
Yeah, I can't think of the right word for that. So
English.
You know what's good about commentating for online? We don't have to worry about the music. Well, sometimes we have to worry about the music.
Not so much on this track.
We've got a slight, we're slightly off with the timing of the track next to us, so we, when we're waiting, there's sometimes on and vice versa.
That's right, and we've had a team timeout, and I believe Chaotic is pointing at the black team, which is NBR.
I think both of them definitely appreciate the timeout at this point, because today is the first day that it's been quite hot and sunny in Brisbane. The other 2 days have been a little bit of relief with some rain, some fairly consistent rain.
And actually cold for Brisbane.
Yeah, exactly. I was wearing the jumper that I packed just by chance. And today I feel like, not only being tired from 3 days of derby, but they're also just a little bit extra hot, all these players.
It is actually 25 degrees according to Google weather outside today.
When you're hustling and bustling out on the track.
So we have Grace lined up against BB Skate, and Grace opting for that long run again, finding the NBR wall. BB Skate.
Strategy to always have the run up, because you can kind of pull stuff back from the other team.
And then finding a solid wall with speed can create a bounce.
NBR calls that jam off without any points for either side, but I think for hers it's that way. With the points staying as they are now, then it would be a very good thing with 160 to NBR, 78 to East Coast. We'll be back on the line for another jam here against Amschlap.
Just pushing their way through there.
Beautiful hustle out of that pack.
Everybody just taking a sit down on the track there.
Gaining the pack back to East Coast after one of the blockers came back from the bin. And sends NBR flying, which as we've seen is no mean feat. They are pretty strong.
They have been putting up strong balls all weekend, these NBR players.
And a bit of a tumble city over there at the apex. This Amschlap continues on with lead status. As Louis gets through the pack now.
Hand slap, pulling it off. There is a NBR pivot sitting in the bin, so we will have a pack advantage to East Coast.
Another large run up so far indeed, but she's off the screen.
So it is.
We do have a second jammer.
It is Hell's Angel against Ellie.
Trying for that outside line, but NBR shuts that down.
Ellie made it through the pack without us even seeing.
I was mesmerised by NBR's outside line coverage. Out as well, and a good call off. Slow mover from the ground, but she might just be dramatically.
I believe that was
reliving that moment.
Sophie.
Yeah, I think it was 50 action replay. If you're rewatching this in the future, you can stop that and replay it. That's the amazing thing with technology.
So we have Grace against Dash. And Dash has dashed away.
Yep, one quick dash and she's away.
And Grace is hot on her heels.
There were a couple of holes in that starting, and may have been a bit of a 2-2 kind of situation that didn't quite pan out, all those trying to execute it.
Dash has picked up the 4 points. Unfortunately, Grace didn't get any of it. So we have 86 East Coast to NBR's 171, 171 points.
Looks like we're going to have a little chat with the referees. We won't. We'll just watch them chatting, and they'll discuss something that may not have been called correctly.
Maybe they're making a lunch order.
It would be a late lunch, but that's not entirely unusual.
Well, this game started late because half of our officials were still on the other game, on the other track.
Oh, I actually played the first game on the other track, and they started late, so it was probably rolled on to the
Domino effect.
They,
So that's Chaotic K down on the pivot line doing the YMCA McDonald's
beautiful
basketball.
dress situation. Loving that, and tropical shirt. We've even got, and you can't see because of the screen not being wide enough, but to the left where we've got our lovely spectators, we also have pom-poms.
Yes,
Blue and gold pom-poms.
yes,
I love
so
that.
East Coast has brought along their own blue and gold pom-poms,
And
and
even some green.
NBR has brought along their, I believe they are teal. Their colour is teal.
Forgive me.
I have made that mistake myself.
Green is the colour of their Hawaiian shirt. I can see the difference. On the Jam Library, we have Cam Slap for East Coast and
BB Skate broken through. Ooh, hand slap.
A big hit. That was
I'm not-
metal big. Now, I believe that was probably the blocker I was trying to get the name of before. They are a big hitter and a big taker of hits. When you've got a blocker facing you and you go for a hit, you know that's a very risky position for them because it's totally legal to push them all the way down. You know, the front of the body is a totally legal target zone for a jammer, unless they use a forearm or something like that, or whatever. But yeah, that
Skating,
metal mix is just-
yes, having somebody skate full on at your front is a very scary thing, and to be able to take it
it's a beautiful
is a beautiful thing.
That's how I actually got my helmet cracked the other day at training.
That is a scary thing.
That was indeed by one of the children of the mothers that I skate with at time.
So we've got Hell's Angel up against Bluey, so 1-3 versus 3.
Tight pack work here, and as often happens, there's a few casualties on the ground in that scenario, but we have seen Bluey take a good outside line there at the apex of the lead jammer.
We have
And a no, I was going to say a gentle, a delicate inside line from that Hell's Angel. But I can't speak
words.
Play to James.
So we have a pack advantage to NBR at the start of this jam with one East Coast blocker in the moon.
And a low scoring jam for that last one, 4 points to NBR and 0 to East Coast. Leaves the total, which I believe you still can't see, at 179 to 87.
So we have 3-0 Grace against 3-2 Ellie. So it's the battles of the 30s.
A lot of sideways action happening here, and jumping over that last defender of East Coast means that Ellie is once again the lead jammer.
I believe that was
stats for Ellie, I think, this game.
I think so. Be great to see the stats after this tournament. Most blockers and jams working very hard.
Yeah, I just because I watched Ellie do a frantic fall off and Grace just nip in 1 point there, which is great to see. Because actually NBR only got 2, so it's nice to see a fast, furious round where it's sort of,
Everybody's scrambling at the last
every point
second.
is hardly fought for. I mean, fought for hard, not hardly fought for.
So we've got Ham Slap lining up against Dash. Seems to be a common lineup.
Oh,
And-
a very tiny outside line, but they took it.
Dash dashing it again. Ham Slap trying to follow the same path.
Ham Slap unintentionally using her teammate to support her all the way down. Beautiful outside line as well from Ham Slap as she breaks from the pack. And a beautiful hit, however, the pivot did. Yeah, it's KJ.
Yes, that is KJ, yes.
And so if no one else had run back, then that jammer could have actually re-entered without penalty.
That's right. There is a lot of sneaky moves that you can use to your advantage in Derby. So
Logic and strategy, lots of that going on. Many of us don't even realise what's going on most of the time.
this is why the refs get paid the big bucks in love and affection.
Yeah, that's right. No, they're glorious volunteers. We're all glorious volunteers, and we all make this crazy machine hold all the heavy work.
That was a bit confusing for us. There was a start whistle and then a full whistle timeout called.
And of course, all the whistles happening behind us in the other games, so we've got to just look at wearing these.
So it's a bit of a team timeout, but it looks like Noisy is asking just for confirmation or something.
Yes, so on the screen you can see John Rep Kennedy standing there, but actually Noisy next to that person, to the right, discussing something very derby related, I would say. And the rest of the officials, the refs having a bit of a timeout in the middle, taking a knee at every moment, because actually, people forget that refs are on their skates the entire time. They don't get to sit down after 2 minutes or 1 minute or 30 seconds.
And quite often they don't actually get a break between games. Quite often they run from track to track, or
hence ordering lunch at 4 p.m.
if they get lunch.
Yeah. So much love to these beautiful refs.
So we have, I know you can't see them, but Hell's Angel taking almost a quarter of a track run up, and BB Skate lining up.
Time it well, don't you? To make sure that you don't get all that steam and then have to pull back before you make the ball.
That's right, and you also cannot gain too much momentum before that whistle.
Well, I guess we're interested to know what the level of momentum was.
I believe that Hell's Angel has been sent in the bins. We have a power jam to BB Skate.
That's been overall pretty clean Hell's Angel. You haven't seen them in the bins.
Hell's Angel definitely does not like sitting in the bin. It does
I don't think Grace goes. BB Skate out the front there looking to score some points. Second round coming through.
Finding the back of Tay there. Tay just funneling them into the triangle. With the triangle just coming back around and collecting them again.
Beautiful two-wall work there. Holding for quite some time. We had number 3 blue.
No, it's a
then we've got 2 number 3s. Slam. Doing a beautiful hold there at the front for East Coast.
Just to confuse you. That's all it is.
Don't need any help with that. Okay, 0 points for both teams in that final round, but 8 points overall for the Rollers. 192 now, reaching that 200 mark. And 9 minutes to go. Fairly confident they might have the capacity to do that. In fact, though, East Coast sitting on 88 is a very good opportunity. I have faith.
It is always the goal. So we have Grace trying to find a way through, and Elle being stuck at the back there on the East Coast forward.
Yes, beautiful.
Grace finding her way up the outside line.
That was a beautiful hold by the East Coast tripod.
So we currently have a pack advantage to East Coast with 2 Northern Brisbane Rollers sitting in the bin.
And strategically called before those 2 NBR blockers got out, we have a very advantaged start for East Coast. 2 blockers versus 4. 2 NBR blockers being out of action.
So we
I
have
wonder if they'll do the old squeeze.
2 and 2 squeeze them out.
Yeah.
Well, I have heard that East Coast has been practicing that.
Oh, let's see this in action then, no pressure. It's good they can't hear us.
So we have Ham Slap lining up against Dash.
Oh yeah, just sneaking in on that inside line at the same time.
Dash gets tripped by one of our own players. Bit of friendly fire. So empty penalty box now, all back on track. Oh, Ham
very
Slap.
smartly called.
Ham Slap getting a cut.
Yeah, last minute kind of scoot back from Gem 616 at NBR. Of course, it's a track penalty.
So 2-minute jam.
I don't know if we fully explained that fact, but if someone gets a lead jammer and then goes to the bin during that same jam, they cannot obviously call it off. They can't call it off when they get back on the track, so it just runs for 2 minutes.
They officially lose their lead.
exactly. And then there's no lead. You can't give the lead to someone else.
I will take their lead. I will call it off sitting in the bin at 2 minutes. No, I can't do that. It is up to the jam timer.
Another almost minutes go, pushing through this pack. Now these people have not lost any determination this whole game. Still moving fast, hard, tenaciously. A beautiful inside line from Hamschlap. Easy pass for another 4 points.
And now the NBR jammer has gone to the bin, so Dash is having a sit down.
And for the last 20 seconds of this jam, this is all Schlapp. Means that Schlapp has to work a little bit harder to get around there in terms of speed, but doesn't touch too many on the way through. That's always the trade-off. You go fast, so they can't catch you, but if they do catch you, it's really hard as blockers to kind of defend
and hold them. Yeah, you've got to sort of sacrifice one for the other.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
So we've got Hell's Angel lining up all by them lonesome as Dash is still in the box.
5 minutes left of this game, and you know what? We've broached triple digits for East Coast.
Well done.
So we're 100, sitting pretty on 100 East Coast and 201. So we've got a couple of little milestones there on the scoreboard. Hell's Angel comes very close to broaching the pack and then gets run back. And does it properly this time around. No ifs and buts about it.
So Hell's Angel does have lead, but Dash has also made it out of the pack.
Usually the Apex inside is quite juicy and tasty for those jammers, but I don't know if they like to go outside as well.
Hell's Angel, I believe, is getting sent to the bin.
Hence why her call-off wasn't actually.
She has been called for a forearms and then a insubordination, so she will be sitting a double penalty. So this again is a 2-minute jam.
Oh yeah. So that will mean 1 minute, a full 1 minute in the box, and 1 minute.
1 minute in the box, providing the other jammer does not get a penalty.
I have to fact check this. So 1 minute, and that will mean that I think there's just a couple of seconds left after that minute where she'll be standing, so she won't actually be back on the track because the timing didn't quite align, and the next jam will probably be a power start for India.
All come down to whistles.
Yes, true.
So this will be the time that NBR will try to get as many points on that board as they can.
Noticed quite a sizable bruise on Dash's calf there. I wonder who has the biggest bruise from this weekend.
I'm sure there will be a competition going out between the leagues that have played, deciding who has the biggest
If not,
bruise.
why not? There's a lot of circular shaped bruises as well, you know.
So Angel has made it out of the box and has picked up some points.
And it looks like the NBR jammer has gone back to the box. So sometimes this happens. And they just kind of do a little bit of a merry-go-round to jammers. I don't know, maybe they get excited, or maybe the pack's moving too fast.
By the end of the weekend, you're a little bit tired and sloppy.
For sure. And so we begin this jam for Grace, a power jam, with one blocker from East Coast Living, and actually
there is also now I believe, 2 blockers from NBR in the bin.
Beautiful, and she's already passed through Gracie. Amazing Grace, I like to call her. She moves like this, can't help it.
I have asked if Grace was a figure skater in a previous life, and I was told no, they are just that amazing.
I definitely am going to petition for a name change.
To Amazing Grace?
Yeah, that's right. Missed opportunity, I think. Now, speaking of which, pulls off the jam now, a 0-point jam to NBR as the other jammer got a little penalty and a lovely 8 points for East Coast, which brings them to 112 against Northern Brisbane 216.
Noisy is actually one of the bench coaches for East Coast this weekend.
Has been very active.
Very active. They are very well aware of the rules and everything.
Still in back in the middle of the track.
I think they are just clarifying something. Not sure what, but I believe Ham Schlapp has made it out as leading.
Ham has really lifted the game. Not that she was doing probably before, but has definitely gotten way more leads this half than the previous half.
And up against Louis, who's now also come back around to the pack.
We are less than a minute to go for this entire period left. See how this one plays out, because this could very well be the last jam. Clean box as well, nice to see. This goes down one blocker, Sophie, I believe.
And everybody taking a sit down on the apex.
A little bit of whistle bleed, maybe causing a bit of confusion there at the top of the apex.
Ham Schlapp now taking a sit down and a lay down and again back up.
Yeah, they're just going to probably try and get as many points as they can. Oh, and beautifully done. The clock is at 0. And we're looking at an unofficial score of 120 to East Coast Roller Derby, having scored 8 points by Ham Schlapp in that last jam, very well done, and 220 from Northern Brisbane Rollers.
Yep, we've just got to wait for the official rolling whistle from our jam timer, because nothing happens until they say it happens.
But that's what we're looking at. It's a general estimation of what we're looking at.
That's right. And I am staring at Chaotic K, because they do have their whistle in their mouth.
I'm staring at Chaotic K to see that glorious name of hair.
I know. I am extremely jealous. Considering it seems like not that long ago they had short hair. And that is the full-time POL. Just waiting for the official score to come up. Huge shout out to all the NSOs, refs, and all the volunteers this weekend for putting Tropicarnage together, as well as our photographers and videographers and tech crew.
And of course, our amazing roller derby players.
Without them, there wouldn't be derby.
We wouldn't have this competition, we wouldn't have any of it. So thanks for keeping the dream alive, everyone. I've been Pig Legal.
I'm antisocial.
And
you have been watching home.
Absolutely. We have just one more game left in the 2022 Tropicarnage Cup. So do stick around if you're watching live. It's back on track 1, not that that makes a difference to you.
It does actually. They have to go switch to another feed.
Of course, but you know, it looks like they support it.
It does. Bright pink tape.
From track 1 though, you do see the people that are in the bar now who have finished playing derby and just having a cheeky cold one at the end of a hard weekend. Probably the main difference between the two. But you'll be watching Adelaide Roller Derby League versus
Brisbane City Rollers.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting for that official, so we can tell you actually who came away with the third in the Division 2. I am looking at Bonnie Bagger, who is our scoreboard operator for that clock over. Final scores are East Coast 120, NBR 220, 100-point difference. So that is the official score. So we will see you on track 1 for the grand final.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for watching.